Are we building too many BTO flats? Hi, my name is Alan from LB Property. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be talking about this hotly contested topic. Are we building too many BTO flats? I know for first-time home buyers, it's always their aspiration to own a BTO flat upon their marriage. This is macam like the default way to get married in Singapore. They are brand new homes and cheaper than the resale market. Plus, many of them are launched in prime location in Singapore, near MRT station, in mature estate, and they stand a very high chance to make a windfall after MOP. What else can you ask for? On the other hand, in most coffee shop talk, those who have already owned a flat, be it a resale HDB flat or private property, will always complain about why are the authorities constantly building new flats when there are so many resale properties in the market. Plus, young couples are not procreating. Why are we still building so many new flats? For PR? For new citizens? Or some say, for more rich foreigners? In today's video, I will dive deeper into this topic and share my thoughts with you if we are overbuilding or underbuilding BTO flats. Let us go straight to the details. Firstly, let's go into the flat supply. As reported in this press release by the Ministry of National Development, COVID-19 has severely disrupted our build-to-order or BTO program, but we have been taking steps to catch up on lost time and are turning the corner. This is what they did. HDB is working hard to ramp up its new flat supply. They have committed to launch 100,000 flats by 2025 and remain on track to do so. From 2021 to 2023, they have launched more than 63,000 flats. In 2024, HDB will launch about 19,600 BTO flats. This means in 2025, there will be another 17,400 BTO flats for sale. Here, I hope I get my maths correct. Other than the pent-up demand after COVID-19, let us calculate the average BTO flats in recent years. In 2024, the supply is 19,600, and in 2025 is 17,400 flats. This means the average number of BTO flat supply should be around 18,500 each in these 2 years. Here, some of you may ask me, then what about the supply of private properties? Based on URA press release, the confirmed lease supply of private housing in the GLS program has been further increased from 5,160 units in second half 2023 to 5,450 units in first half 2024. In short, the total pipeline supply of private housing, including EC, is about 59,000 units, comprising 41,900 units with planning approval and 17,200 units from GLS sites and awarded en bloc sites that have not been granted planning approval yet. Of these, about 39,700 units will be completed between 2023 and 2025, which about double the 20,000 units completed from 2020 to 2022. This forms part of the total supply of about 100,000 public and private housing units to be completed between 2023 and 2025, which will help cater to housing needs in the immediate few years ahead, the press release added. On the completed supply of housing, M&D has done a video on this. 15,000 public and private housings are completed in 2021. There are 30,000 in 2022. And in the last year, 2023 alone, there are 40,000 houses that are ready to be occupied. This is close to 100,000 public and private housing units to be completed between 2023 and 2025. 54,000 are HDB flats, and 42,000 are private properties. As for the 54,000 HDB flats, they are obviously only for owner-occupied. Most of the buyers are first-timer, and the remaining are second-timers who need to sell their existing flats. As for the 42,000 private homes that are completed in the last few years, I can only say part of the demand is from HDB upgraders that need to sell their existing flat, and the rest are investment units as well as from first-time home buyers. I will not elaborate too much on the 42,000 as this is beyond the scope of this video. As we all know, BTO flats are mainly for first-time married couple buying their matrimonial flats. A small percentage are two-room flexi flats, or formerly known as studio apartments. These flexi flats are suitable for elderly citizens only if you are aged 55 and above, or for first-time singles who are eligible to buy new two-room flats on a fresh 99-year lease. Here, let's take a look at the numbers of marriage in recent years. As reported by the Department of Statistics, there are 29,389 marriages in 2022, This is an increase of 3.7% over the previous year. However, the divorce rate stands at 7,107 cases, or a 9.9% decrease from the previous year. This is good news. However, if you look at the numbers carefully, the median age of the first marriage for the groom is 30.7 years in 2022, up from 30.1 years in 2012. As for brides, their median age is 29.3 years in 2022 as compared to 28 years back in 2012. For your information, I got married when I was 29 years old and my wife was 2 years younger than me. Today, both groom and bride are marrying later. Like that, how to have babies? Of course, the birth rate will tumble. Back in 2023, there are 30,518 residents with live birth. This is a 5.5% drop compared to the previous year. This also means the resident total fertility rate dropped from 1.04 in 2022 to 0.97 in 2023. What does this mean here? Well, based on this chart, we have a huge gap to cover to even replace ourselves at the 2.1 level mark since the early 1990s. The total fertility rate is dropping year after year due to many reasons, from more singles, late marriage, to families who prefer to have fewer kids to not having children altogether, while others prefer to be fur parents. This is due to changing social norm. On this, we have to respect young people's choices. The only ethnic group that is still looking pretty well is our Malay community. Their fertility rate is still strong considering the situation we are in. That is why I always say the authorities should help these families to have more kids. Maybe allow them to upsize their BTO flat from 4 room to 5 room for free if they have 3 or more children. Just like McDonald's, upsize your meal for free. I'm very sure there will be a lot of takers. As further mentioned, there are 29,389 marriages in 2022. If we look closer into the numbers, 23,112 are first marriage and the remaining 6,277 are remarriage. At the same time, the divorce rate stands at 7,107 cases. Let us factor in half of them, of the divorcing couple who retain their flats and the remaining half have to sell them away. This means out of the 23,000 of the first marriage, less 3,500 in divorces. This left with 19,559 first-time buyers. This means the actual housing demand yearly is around 19,000 flats. However, not all Singaporean couples will buy BTO flats. Some are not eligible due to eligibility or income issues. From this table, we can see that since 77.8% of the residents are living in HDB flats in 2023, let's assume 50% of the remaining 22.2% of them will go for private properties due to better financial background. This group will skip the BTO route altogether. Let's assume 2,000 of them will go for private routes, which include EC, and the remaining 17,000 will buy BTO flats instead. But will the 17,000 married couple all go for BTO flats? Obviously not. Some will go for resale flats due to income and other personal preference. In a written answer by the Ministry of National Development on data on first-time buyers of resale HDB flat from 2018 to 2022. This is a question asked by MP Louis Chua, representing the Rivervale Division of Sengkang GRC. In the table, it showed that 4,100 first-timer families bought resale flats instead. This means that only 13,288 buyers will be buying BTO flats instead. Here, if you can recall, I have earlier mentioned that the average number of BTO flat supply is around 18,500 each in these 2 years. Let's factor in 20% or 3,700 flats are flexi flats for senior or singles and the rest for second-timers. This means the remaining 14,800 flats are for young married couples. This means the remaining 14,800 BTO flats are slightly more than the demand from the 13,288 buyers that will be buying BTO flats only. On this note, do I make sense here with my own assumption? This has clearly shown that the yearly supply of 18,500 flats in recent years has been able to meet the demand for these first-time buyers. As for the second-timers, they have to patiently wait and ballot for their second pot of gold. You know, I know, can ready. Don't need to say so clearly. So next time when you go to coffee shop and hear such coffee shop talk, don't mind, please share this video with them. BTO flats is not overbuilt. In fact, they are just nice. Here, I hope I have talked sense here. If this video has enlightened you, hope that if you don't mind, help me smash the like button and subscribe to this channel if you have not done so. Lastly, let me do some CSR. The SPD Ability Walk 2024 is back again with fun old school games along the route and a carnival where there will be yummy food and interactive games. Enjoy a fulfilling Sunday. Pick up some disability knowledge through our disability simulation activities and show your support for persons with disability. Come join me on the 1st of September 2024 from 8 AM to 12 noon. I will leave the links in the description below. Please come and support them, especially those with young children. By the way, I'll be there too with my family, and I pay for my own tickets too. See you then.